Are you a real estate agent? Are you a salesperson and you think you're dropping the ball? You think your business can be a lot better? You know you got a lot more in the tank, man. You want to make those commissions. You want to drive those cars. You want to take care of your family. You want to take care of your mother and your father. You have all these big dreams, but your business is tanking. I got you. I hear you. In this video, I'm going to tell you 8 tips on how to be a successful real estate agent. Ready for it? Boom. Let's start with number 8. Number 8 is really simple. Have a business plan, man. Please, don't fluke your business. Have a strategy, have a target. If you're going to hit something, you got to have a target, man. A lot of people are fluking our lives. We're fluking our business. Don't be that. A simple business plan will take you a long, long way. Now, your business plan has to have a few parts in it. If you give me some love, if you hit subscribe or leave a comment, I might just make a video on how to build a business plan. But right now, let me give you some tips on what to have in it. Okay, so your business plan must have 3 to 5, don't kill it, 3 to 5 ways that you're going to generate business. 3 to 5 ways. What am I going to do, man? Am I going to be a cold calling machine? Am I going to door knock? Am I going to do some online lead generation? I'm going to be bombarding my sphere with value. Am I going to do some flyers? Whatever that is, man. But the thing is, you got to have a plan, and you got to have at least 3 to 5 sources on how you're going to generate that business. And once you generate that business, another part of your business plan is how are you going to communicate with your leads? The first part is going to bring you the leads. And then the second part is how you're going to communicate. I don't know. Man, here's what I mean about communicating. Are you going to be calling them? Are you going to be emailing them? Are you going to be texting them? Are you going to be meeting them face to face? The answer is all of the above. But the hard part is building that strategy of your touches. See, now that you got people in your database, now that your 3 to 5 sources are bringing those leads, you gotta have those touches, because I'm telling you this right now. You could put it in writing. I guarantee it. Your money is gonna be in the maybes. If you think you're going to go call everybody and everyone's going to go and buy a house from you, you got another thing coming. They're not going to say yes right away. A lot of people will say no right away, but a majority of them, or even a minority of them, will say maybe. So how are you going to communicate with the maybes? You need to have a plan. If you get anything from this video, please, you could just stop it right here if you want to. That right there is magic. You're talking to the phone. You got this lead from one of your sources. And you find out through your conversation, man, that this person is looking to sell in like 6 months. And you're like, oh my God, this 6 months is a long time away. Okay, I need business now. And you forget about that person. How are you going to communicate with the maybes? Okay, we're going to, follow this channel, and I'll let you know. I'll make you guys some videos. I'll give you some love. Another part of your action plan has to be some goals. What are you trying to obtain? What is it that you want to do? My son right now, he's playing ball because he wants to make the high school team next year. That's a goal. What are your goals? When you're lifting, you might have a goal of pressing a certain amount of weight or losing some weight. What are your real estate goals? How much GCI do you want to make, man? How much commission do you want to get, yo? How many transactions do you want to do, dude? Like, come on, man. Let's get it. You can't get something if you don't know the goals, if you don't know the plan. And then the last part of it is have a schedule. Time block. You have to time block. Now that you have all this stuff that I talked about in your plan, your goals, your lead sources, your communication tactics, you gotta have a time block to do all of these things. A lot of people, man, they write down their goals, they do their affirmations, and then they go to sleep. They might even jump in a cold tub before they go to sleep. That's not gonna make you money. Do the things that are gonna make you money. Rich people do all those other things because they have money. Meditation, cold plunging, affirmations and visualization is free, so you should do that. All of it's free, but damn, man, don't just do that. There's a time and place for that stuff. But you know how they got rich? They went to work. If you are in sales, you should get out of the cold tub and start getting on the phone. How's that? Do that. There's no point being meditative and broke. Look, I'm not putting that stuff down. I do those things. I think they're amazing. That's not the point. But when I was hungry, take me back in the beginning of my career when I was hungry, I needed that bread. Man, I'll work till I'm dead. I got bars. You know what I'm saying? I got them bars. But you get the point. Get that hunger, get to work. Your plan is going to help you. Number 7, your morning rituals. See? I do have it in my list because it's very important. But my point is you can't just do that. So what I like to do is I like to break a sweat. Break a sweat, man. Go for a run, lift, do whatever you want. Break a sweat, then review your plan. Be crystal clear on your plan. And while I'm sweating or I'm driving to the gym, I like to tell myself some positive shit, you know? I like to tell myself some good affirmations. I don't even call them affirmations. I just feel good. While I'm on the treadmill or while I'm, driving, I just be like, man, I'm going to do this and I'm going to do that. It's already done, son. It's already done. I just got to be patient enough to go get in and go through what I need to do in my part. It's already done. I am this. I am the best. I declare to the universe abundance of money. I walk out the door, Lord, and I'm a magnet. Money's just hitting me. I just can't get away from it even if I wanted to. Trying to dodge it and it's coming in my pocket. I attract love. I attract luck. I'm lucky. I'm good. You say whatever you want to say, but you gotta do that. And it doesn't take time. You could do it on your way to the office. You could do it in the gym. Visualize, man. I remember when I wanted a bunch of for sale signs with sold stickers on it, I visualized that. Whole neighborhood with Rick Dhillon sold signs. It wasn't my whole neighborhood, man, but it was close. I got that good. Do the hard things first. Do the hard things first, which is prospecting. Once you finish your morning routine and you get into the hours of work, most of us want to start looking up properties. I see you. I know exactly what you're doing. You're procrastinating. I know all the tricks, man. Start looking up properties. Oh, I got to do this paperwork. Oh, I got to make appointments for tonight. Yeah, it's all bullshit. You know you need to prospect. Do the hard things first. Honestly, get into your groove. Get it out of the way. Then do what you need to do. That's my advice to you. All right. Number 6, to be successful. Point number 6 is practice. Don't be like Allen Iverson. Practice. What you talking about? Practice. I'm talking about the game. The game that I live for, the game that I die for. Yes, guys, you have to practice. We're going to practice. Practice your scripts, practice your presentation, have an accountability partner, have some role play. You got to. You got to practice your stuff. You can't just go and wing it. There comes a point of time where you will go and wing it because you practiced it so many times. I'm kind of winging this YouTube right now. I have my points. If you saw this, it's actually like just one line. It's a framework. And then I'm doing the rest. As you see, I'm not reading because I've lived this. So until you lived it, you better practice it. And even when you are living it, you better practice still. You got to keep your skills, right? Number 5. Stop taking advice from the wrong people. Surround yourself with winners. Stop listening to the losers. If they're not where you want to be, if they don't have the relationship with themselves or their loved one or their family, if they don't have the money in the bank account, if they're not a person that's leading from contribution, if they're not a person that's keeping healthy, see, those are my pillars. You have yours. I'm not saying they're not good people. I'm not saying they're not nice people. I'm not saying there's not a time and space for me to hang out with those people. At this point, I don't have time. You do you. What I'm saying is this advice is 8 steps to become a successful real estate agent. You can't hang out with them because they're not built like you. They don't have your DNA. So you're going to be bothering pulling them up and they're just going to be pulling you down. Does that make sense? Surround yourself with the people that are going to pull you up. Surround yourself with the people that you want to be like. Surround yourself with people with good morals, good integrity, awesome work ethic, and they're cool. And they're successful. And they're good mothers. And they're good fathers. They're good friends. They're loyal spouses. By the way, they're rocking millions of dollars in real estate commission. Hang out with them. If you want to be a person of worth, you got to find out what you're worth. You got to find out what you're worth. And sometimes you get in these rooms and you feel like you don't belong. I've been there. And then the easiest thing to do is turn around and just go to people you feel comfortable with. Man, don't do that. Stay in the room where you think you don't belong, because you keep coming back to that room, you will belong. I promise you that. So hang out with winners, y'all. Point number 4. Learn to say no. It's the hardest thing in this whole list, probably, besides prospecting, maybe. Learn to say no. This was really hard for me. I'm going to open up to you guys. I'm a giver, man. I'm just a natural giver. I'm not saying that's a good thing. I actually think that that's not a good thing, right? But it is what it is. I love giving. It's hard for me to receive. It's hard for me to accept. Not because I don't want it. It's because everything in my life I thought that I had to do on my own, and I did do on my own. I was like, who's going to help me anyway? That's all wrong, by the way. If you want to get elevated, you got to get rid of that inner child and limiting belief. I had it for a long time. I know I don't have it anymore because I can talk about it. And the healing is in the knowing. I know it's there. So defining what I mean by don't have it anymore is that thing always creeps up, but I got to catch it. So I catch it more times than I don't. So for me, it was hard to say no. So if you are somebody that is suffering from the yes complex, you're just a yes man or a yes woman, you got to learn to say no. Yo, you want to go to this party tonight? Drinks are on me, man. It's going to be awesome. And you know you got an early morning. You got to say no. You got to say no. Hey, yo, you want to go golfing today, man? I got your round. And you know you got a prospect. You got to say no. You got to schedule your golfing. You got to schedule your partying. No more are you a creature of, yeah, let's do it. Spontaneous stuff is very few and in between because you're scheduled now. Successful people are scheduled. Because your schedule is so packed with meaningful things that you need to do in your health and your wealth and your relationships and your contribution, you got to schedule the golf. You got to schedule that party, man. You can't just randomly go. You got to say, no, man, I'm sorry. I can't go. And you might hurt people's feelings, but it's all good. All right, let's go get to point number 3. In your business, you must work with your sphere. So plan your communication with your database. I'm telling you, this was one of my biggest mistakes. And I don't want you to make the mistake I made. I need you to work your database and work your sphere. Please do it. Because there's people out there that you built relationships that are willing to do business with you, and we are too chicken shit to reach out to them. Don't do that. Give them value. Reach out to them. Learn to build your business through your sphere, because your database can always be added to. Your sphere gets bigger and bigger. People that you meet today, people you do business with today, put them all in there. Then you get repeat business from them and referral business. Imagine one day doing this so well that all your business is repeat and referral. That is the biggest ROI. And you're not doing a lot of prospecting. You're not doing a lot of marketing. You could, if you want to have a mega business, you do you. I mean, I'm there. I'm with you. Let's do it all. But what I'm saying is, all you got to do when you have a big enough database is learn how to build a community. And that community that you're nurturing by throwing events, by giving value, by maybe doing some hosting parties or some lunches or some investment seminars, and you should be doing all of it. You're nurturing that group. You become the person of authority, and now they are giving you business. We're almost there. Point number 2 on the 8 tips. Consistency is everything. Everything. A lot of people can do some stuff some of the time. A lot of people can do a lot of stuff some of the time even. But show me that person. Show me that absolute killer that can always do it. Show me that person. Look in the mirror and ask yourself if you're that person. And if you're not, cool. Let's get there. Keep watching this channel. We're going to get you there. And if you are, kudos to you. Keep rocking, y'all. Let's build this. Help me. Lead by contribution and let other people know how you're doing what you're doing. Don't be a secret agent, man. Because at the end of the day, when everything is said and done, all you got is your legacy. So you might as well help other people do it too. Because if we keep all the secrets ourselves, we're in a scarcity mindset. But the most successful people that I know, that I choose to hang out with, they're always thinking in abundance. They're always leading from contribution. So make sure you do things consistently. Consistency is the mother of all skill. Repetition is the mother of all skill. You hear me saying that time and time again. Do things consistency and with consistency, and you cannot fail. You will not fail. It might take more time than you thought, and it probably will. It might be harder than you thought, but once that thing hits, man, you are going to be golden. Last tip out of the 8 for today's video. Hire a coach. Hire a coach. Here's what happens when you hire a coach. Actually, let me pause that for a second. The hard part in hiring a coach is someone that is real, because there's a lot of fake coaches out there. I get it. That might be one of the reasons why you're not hiring a coach. But 2 things happen when you hire a good coach. A, you're going to learn from their mistakes. Learn from somebody that's been where you want to be. And I'm not just saying this because I have a coaching program. Anybody can go on my Instagram and go on Deals on Autopilot. However, the reason why I'm saying that is because 2 things are going to happen. Number 1, you're going to be around somebody that has done it. But more importantly than even the coach is a proximity to other like-minded students. Proximity to other like-minded students. Yes, I have paid and I will continue to pay a lot of money to invest in myself, to not make mistakes by listening to somebody's experience, but most importantly, to be around like-minded people. That is called paying for proximity, and proximity is power. So if you want to be a kick-ass real estate agent, follow these 8 tips, and remember this: you are a couple tweaks away from going from lost to legendary.